Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's your girl Slee, and I wanted to pop on here and share a little bit of the journey of trying to get back to your senses. And maybe in terms of culture, they call it healing, coming back to yourself and trying to get back to your routine, your rhythm, and so forth. So, this normally happens because you have either gone through a season of loss, disappointment, hurts, betrayal, and it's never easy. So, for me personally, trying to navigate through this particular season, it's been almost a month or so. There are a bit of up and downs, but the first step that I took was admit that I wasn't okay. And I reached out to a therapist. Yes, guys, Jesus and therapy exist. And I've been navigating the process of getting back to self through the use of the therapist who has been lovely. And I've had a couple of sessions already, and I'm already seeing some improvement. And the therapist guide is not necessarily to practically or physically sort out your problems, but they are normally there to guide you in terms of how you should navigate the thoughts and navigating bringing back community, less of doing certain things that were not adding any value or probably were triggering you into other ways. So, therapy, firstly. Secondly, is getting back to the word, getting back to the practical aspects of the word, which was working before, but because you probably felt like God had disappointed you, you have steered away, which I also did. Getting back to the word, getting back to the guidance of what the Bible teaches us in terms of, as Christians, things to keep us spiritually strong so we don't physically get disengaged. Things that involve prayer, fasting, journaling, studying the Word of God, navigating with certain people within the Bible who probably went through worse than you did, and they probably didn't even have resources such as therapy. They literally had each other and had God. So, spiritually arming myself. So, psychologically, spiritually arming myself. And then, thirdly, getting back to your health in terms of what you eat. What you eat is so important because eating the wrong food, highly processed food, can actually make the situation even worse, make you hyper ventilating because not only your body is full of junk, you are highly high on sweets or processed food, or you are highly down because of processed food. Putting in place a diet or a meal plan that involves more vegetables, whole foods. Yes, you can obviously spoil yourself with some of the luxuries of having a cake, a scone, or something like a burger once in a while, but it shouldn't be what you eat every day. And really also choosing to live a fasted life. So there's a spiritual element of fasting, and then there's the physical element of fasting. Fasting has been proven to actually help you with your body in terms of just flushing certain toxins, allowing the glucose and the food that has been stored to actually give you the energy so you don't have to eat for a day or two or even three. So that has also worked for me. And then fourthly is going back to working out. Physical movement has always been a game changer. Physical movement does not mean that you are only working out because you are feeling like working out. You are working out because you have to. There is some science involved in terms of how your dopamine hits and your body is moving and you're sweating and it just fuels you, even if it's for 10 to 20 minutes. walking, even having some weights over your body like a vest or even a like dumbbells at home you can use, and even going back to the gym, stepper, treadmill, a few workouts with some machines, nothing hectic. Giving yourself an opportunity to move your body is always a good idea. And lastly, is making sure you have the right people who have seen you going through what you went through, but are also holding you accountable to take you through the journey. I'm grateful to have those people, and they have shed some light, even their own experiences, which has actually opened up my eyes that we are not alone. We're probably all going through whatever we're going through. Navigating living this life in the midst of pain is not easy. So, hence why you do need community to help you go through this together, okay? And just really, lastly, being grateful for the small things and the big things. Grateful for health, grateful for a roof over my head, grateful for opportunities to do things, engage in topics. I'm a woman in tech, I work in technology. I do some amazing work. I'm grateful for the work that I do in the digital space, whether it's engaging on projects where we're transforming functions, looking at enterprise wide transformation. That's quite a big job, and I'm grateful for actually being given the opportunity to do that. Leading a team, driving changes, meeting with suppliers, working on new developments, whether it's automation, AI, putting in place frameworks, putting in place strategy, executing against strategy, and adding value and impact where I work. So being grateful of just the amount of work that I get to do and the people that I get to do it with. Obviously, nothing is perfect, nothing is ever perfect, but we need to actually sit back and really say, I'm actually doing a good job. I'm actually doing something that I had no idea when I graduated that I'll be doing. So that means I've been trusted to do such a job, to actually manage such a budget, to actually manage such a team. That is something to be grateful for. Sometimes when you're going through the rut and the mental fatigue, you start not seeing how good you actually have it. So if you're someone who is navigating going back to yourself or to your senses, try one of these. Not exactly do what works for you, but the whole point is to get back to yourself, your healthy, happy, wholesome self. And I hope that this video sheds some light in terms of what you can do and how you can do it. It's never easy. Nobody said it will. My therapist actually said that you're not going to feel like this 100%. Probably you're going to feel like sluggish during the process, but as long as you are moving, do not stay in your rut. Okay. Have an awesome day, everybody. Bye. Stop recording.